His brother, the two main suspects in the Boston Marathon bombing. When we get that press conference, of course, we're going to bring it to you live. We want to bring back in, though, Harry Houck right now, who was kind enough to join us and stand by as we wait to hear from police. You had said at the when you were here just a few moments ago that the media can actually hinder an investigation like this and can hinder a manhunt of this type.
Exactly. I mean, you're giving away the different locations, and then maybe you might be giving out some information, some bad information, like the last couple of days when we had the problems with there was an arrest, there's not an arrest, all right, the locations the police officers are at. You know, tactically, these police officers are going to set up in a way that they're not going to want the bad guy to know, all right? So, you know, if there's cameras out there, all right, and he's near a television set, he can actually see, and he can plan his escape that way. All right, so we got to be very, very careful. And just like a lot of people that are on TV talking about this now, try not to give too much information away about what the police are doing right now to apprehend him.
Yeah, we've heard some bullets fired since then, and we can't quite peg it. I haven't yet heard an explanation. Now, when the FBI posted those two photos yesterday at 5 o'clock, I didn't know as an American whether to be optimistic that they had the photos or pessimistic that they had to turn to ask for all of our help. The fact that 7 hours later there's a gunfight and one of them is killed by police, is that a sign that releasing the photos was the right thing to do, or is it a sign that releasing the photos was the wrong thing to do?
You can't second guess what they did, because you know, I knew when the first press conference the other day was canceled, something was going on. All right, and they had the video at the time. So they're trying to track this guy down themselves first. And why do they do that? They do that specifically because in the event he's involved with someone else, all right, they don't want to say, listen, we got this guy identified, we know who he is, all right, and then if there's co-conspirators involved with him, then these guys will get out of Dodge, okay? They'll leave town. So the best thing that they did was try and identify these guys themselves, and then once they got to a certain point, all right, where they couldn't do that, then go out to the public.
Do you get the sense, Harry, that, I mean, these two brothers have been in this country for 10 years.
Yeah.
They're in their backyard right now. They carried out a homegrown terror attack, if you will, in their backyard.
Yeah.
Is this something that authorities here in New York, across the country, are starting to have more concerns about, that this homegrown terrorist, that they've been here for years, and then we're going to have more attacks like this on our soil?
Right. You know, this is a problem. This is what we've always been afraid of, homegrown terrorists. Okay, that's a big problem. We're going to find out sooner or later exactly how this came to be with these guys here. But there could be a lot of groups out there thinking about doing the same type of thing.
One last one-word answer. This second suspect, by the end of the day, dead or alive?
I'm hoping alive.
Okay. Obviously, they want to question him and find out what he knows, and obviously he's working with anyone else on this attack. Harry, thank you so much for standing by. And again, we are, of course, waiting for that news conference from the Massachusetts State Police.